Hey, what's up, guys? It's Railroader Cabal here in Clash of Legions to do a strategy video commentary. So yesterday we played in a 1v1 tournament that was hosted by Kosmos Esports, and Duffman actually had a fantastic strategy that he used against me on this map here on Guardian's Hideout. Now, everybody's familiar with the Gnoll rush. So he basically used that to his advantage against me, and I kind of had a feeling he would probably rush in some aspects or not. So what he did right here is actually a different variant of the Gnoll rush, but he adds Spearman in his deck. Spearman or no, not Spearman. Anyway, let's get this game started here. It'll come to me once he builds a structure. So yeah, it's Rangers. That's what it is. So anyway, up here in the top right, we have Duffman playing as a Hunting Collar, and then myself, our Cabal, playing as the Red Faction. Now, I had an assumption, like I said, that he would rush me, so I just built a barracks immediately. Then I started building a Gnoll of myself because I finally got the Gnoll, unlocked it. And yeah, so he built a barracks at his base here, and I was actually planning on rushing him, but then I had a feeling that Duffman would have probably had some units at his base, so that if he wanted to do a Gnoll rush, which he actually Gnoll rushed me, and I suspected a rush, but I didn't expect it to be like this because I didn't actually know this, but if you build a Ranger, you don't need gas for this. So Rangers are 120, the same amount of minerals as a Gnoll here. So he just brings his Gnoll on the top half of the map here. And I had a couple of Gnolls on my base here too. I had 2 barracks, but all I could build was Gnolls. So this was a little bit of a problem here. And I see his one Gnoll here, and I just started attacking it from 3 different angles, and then basically just try to warm off here. I knew there was going to be more Gnolls somewhere across the map, so I wanted to just keep him at bay. I did get my health back from that Gnoll because it did some damage towards his Gnoll, even though he did say, and I said I don't think so because I was just BMing him, just having fun. Because I knew he was going to rush, so that's why I just did type of this. But what I didn't realize is that he had his Ranger coming in from the top half of the map here with his couple of Gnolls, and I actually just tried to be a little bit more of a nuisance towards him than towards me. But what he did right here was he tried to get one Gnoll and then tried to face mine. So there was so it's a one for one trade, and I did get my Gnoll back as health. But I saw those Rangers, and I'm thinking, oh, how did he get gas so fast? But then I remembered, oh yeah, well, Rangers don't need gas. So he just started building up his forces very slowly. He got still two barracks at his base right here. And I tried to get some of my gas out here, but it was a little bit of a wasted effort because I wanted to use my Valor. And that actually proved to be very good. I was able to push more forces away, so I had to get some more force on the map here. I don't know why I built a Vodun, but I wanted to get some distance range, so I need to get more gas out here so I can just build one of my more from founders. But then he brought his Rangers back, and the Rangers actually did a surprising amount of damage here. I tried to split him up as best I could, just try to do the maximum surround on the Gnolls, but the Rangers in the backside of things were just absolutely a nuisance, and I couldn't really do anything here. I tried to split fire between both the Gnolls and the Rangers, but it was pretty damn tough. And I knew right away that this was probably going to be GG. I tried to make a ice tower here, just defend it, but it was pretty fast. I even threw down a blizzard support power, so that just caused a little bit more problems here, so I can get some more Gnolls on the map here. And it's just way too powerful. This rush was working really well, and it sucks that Duffman did this. But yeah, that was definitely a GG for me. And Duffman was just BMing me as well, said, I think so. So he basically did a very good strategy rush there. He actually didn't use anything else in his deck. And that prompted him from, doing very good. So with that rush tactic, Gnolls and Rangers, Gnolls are your frontline unit, and then Rangers are your backline unit, which they do very good with their crossbows. So that was game 1. And in game 2, which we will get to in a minute here, is actually an anti-rush strategy. So we will get into details in 1 second. Be right back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, on the map Deserted Waterfront. So this was the next map in the rotation pool. And I decided that, well, if I'm going to be on the bottom right and he's going to be on the top left, I had a suspicion that this game here, he would probably do the exact same rush. So I had this opportunity to, get back at him. And what was interesting here was I actually got my gas out pretty quick in the game. So I had my barracks here. I didn't really build anything because I wanted to get my gas out, because I knew that if he was going to use a ranged unit such as the ranger, then I might as well use my sniper. So that's what I was kind of thinking. I was going to be building another Gnoll because I knew right away he was going to rush, but he actually brought his goblin here and he placed a base right there. So that's what I didn't know that actually. He did build a barracks at his main base. I didn't know that, so you can get a Gnoll, but I never scouted at all in this game here. It just happened to be because I had a feeling he was going to rush again, so I had that to consider. And I got 2 Gnolls here. He was coming with his Gnoll. I was like, okay, yeah, I know exactly what he was doing. He's got his Gnoll, and just wanted to be careful, just to make sure that if anything were to come of it, I would place my ice tower to defend my goblins, so that if he would have been able to destroy my goblins, he would have to go through that too. So the Gnoll was here, 3 Gnolls, and then I basically just a little bit of micro, and then got that first Gnoll. And although he got my 1 Gnoll with his ranger, so I knew he was gonna do the exact same rush. So with this in mind, I actually did manage to hold him at bay a bit of it, and then also place down another ice tower just so that he can get some range, because the range on the ice towers was very good. But it's rangers versus Gnolls, and all these building now. I had to just be careful about this, and now because I had my 1 ice tower here, I had to finish that ice tower, so I sacrificed one of my goblins to finish it. And then now, it's just going back and forth right now for both players, and I did manage to get both of those rangers, which is very good. But now I was getting pretty low on my Gnolls, and I did get my first sniper out, and snipers are fantastic, especially with their range and then that special ability. Finished off that Gnoll here, so I just went primed to go back and forth, and I was just getting my resources in very slowly. And 2 snipers here, as well with the Gnoll, and then just making him come towards my base. And at this point here, I had a feeling I might get him, and I wanted to place another barracks here so I can get more production here. And then I think Duffman is freaking out here, because it was probably not going to work. I thought I didn't have a chance in hell against Duffman, but I found out that these snipers here were doing very good in the back. And I placed out another barracks here, excuse me, and just basically go back and forth and back and forth. Gnolls versus rangers and Gnolls versus snipers. But it's actually pretty amazing here how this defense is doing against those rangers, because those rangers can't touch those snipers. And I wanted to see if he had a base right there, but I knew he had another Gnoll coming out here, so I basically just caught out of position, and now he was trapped. All these forces are trapped. So just going back and forth, and I did manage to get a night out, which was a huge hit. So I knew he was coming, and then I basically faked it out, coming in, and then wanted to go back, and then used my Valor as well, just to do a little bit more damage. And then I got one of the Gnolls here as well, and then the knight in the front basically take the brunt of the fire, and then the Gnolls, and then the snipers in the back, and I had him right then and there. He tried to attack my snipers, but at this point here, he's sacrificing all those Gnolls just to get back at it. And I actually did manage to hold off that assault, and he built more Gnolls from his base here, but I was basically really surprised, and he said nice defense here. So I managed to hold off that assault here, which was definitely really good, and I won the game. It says lose here. I didn't lose. I actually I misclicked and I exited the game prematurely. But yeah, so I managed to hold off that defense here. So the moral of this story is, or this game rather, is that Duffman invented a very, very good, rush strategy with Gnolls and Rangers. And if you don't know how to deal with that, then you just got to predict, when it'll be coming. So in this game here, I had a feeling he was going to do the same thing again. So I got my barracks out and my gas pretty early, placed down a couple of my ice towers, and then I used that to my advantage and just got some snipers out and got some Gnolls and a couple of knights, and then I was able to go in and finish off his forces and his barracks. To be honest, Duffman could have probably continued in that game, because he could just build more Gnolls and Rangers at his base, and I could have expanded. But at the same time, though, it comes down to, like, if you are willing to continue the game in a certain depth, then it all comes down to if you want to do that or not. Okay, so there is your strategy of the Gnoll and Ranger Rush and Anti-Rush, and hope you guys enjoy that. My name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.